Hello ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome to some more Space Engineers coverage. Now that's right, this morning they released a new update, and probably one of the cooler ones, except for maybe, you know, guns. I was pretty happy when they released the guns into the game, and actually at least one rifle that works pretty good. I'll put a link in the description below on the video showing off that. But, oh yeah, here's the kickback. Yeah, a little bit of kickback. Not sure if it really affects your aim, but in this patch for this morning, they've added explosives. That's right, they've added warheads. This right here is a warhead. If I shot this, it would blow up probably half this station, or at least a big chunk of it, and most of that fighter. So the warheads, they're unguided. All they are is just the explosive tip. And they will blow up on impact. So let's go test one. Let's spawn one in here. Now they do have the two sizes. They've got the large and the small. Let's do a small ship. And there's the small warhead. Now I've tested it. The explosion radius isn't half bad. Here we go. Yeah, not bad at all. And you can kind of see, I'll show you the damage. Let's go ahead and drop another small ship. The radius isn't bad. They will detonate the ones nearby, so you can kind of chain them together, and you can immediately see all the fun, awesome things that you could do with this. And I've actually built a couple of experiments. All right, so let's grab the ship. And we'll grab it and we'll throw it. We'll turn it into a torpedo. But you can build torpedoes, you can build mines. Let's use this one, because this one's already set up for torpedo launching. People were already doing something similar to this with rocks and with just random blocks and throwing them into these ships, but now we've got explosives. Okay, where'd our explosive go? I feel like I just planted a mine out there. I'm gonna run into it randomly. There it is. So we'll go ahead and just run over there and dock with it. But you can make minefields. If you crash into them, they'll detonate. You can use them for mining, which I've got an example set up. Bring it down. One of the issues that I have with this, with the game so far, that they need to fix, and I'm sure they will, is that you can't control landing gear individually. So say I wanted to load 2 of these missiles up. Well, it's really a pain in the ass, because, and I'm about to dock with this mindless torpedo. It's one button to lock on. There we go, we just locked it. Now if I hit the button again to say load up the right hand side, it's a good chance that I'll release the left hand and it'll float away. Now you can do it, but it's really kind of awkward. All right, so little thrusters here and release. There she goes. And you'll see the kind of damage that it can do. Or you'll see my really, really bad aim. Oh, come on. Well, we can't just let it go away. Ah, come on. There we go. There we go. Let's build another one. Try this again. It's like, God, Shaq, you suck. How did you miss the broadside of a barn? Literally. Let's do 3 of them. Now, I want to show you guys how much damage it does. Let's just do one. Come on, get. A little weird to grab them because you can see through them. So, we'll jump back in the fighter. But you can use them for mining. You can use them for clearing out sections of rock. Pretty big sections, too, and you start working with the larger ones, which I have a great example set up. Come here. We're a little on the high side. Docking thrusters engaged. Line it up. All right, it grabbed it. Even though I'm not touching it, it grabbed it. Interesting. Back up a little bit. And make sure we're lined up this time. All right, thrusters at full. Release. And there she goes. Oh, back up, back up. There we go. And that's the small explosive, and it just ripped the hull apart. I love the damage modeling. That wouldn't make a bad boarding pod. You know, you put the boarding pod on there, you have some type of explosive at the tip. Hopefully you don't take a hit while you're moving, you know, troops in the damn thing. Blow open a portion of the hull, and then now you've got an entry point. So that's the light damage they do. And they do, you know what, we'll just show how much damage the large ones do. This is a large one down there. And here goes the space station. Pretty good chunk. Probably needs to be balanced a little bit, because if you got like 10 feet of armor plating and it does that big of a hole, I mean, imagine the hole it's gonna do to that. Which you don't have to, because I've already tried it. And it's now a sunroof. Yes. All right, so I said you could chain them together. And I decided to see how much the game can actually handle, and I haven't detonated this yet. There's a beacon out there, and that is not scaffolding. Those are all large explosives. And it goes all the way around, and part of the interior has explosives as well. I did a little mining, that's why there's a bunch of rocks out here. I'll kick on the lights. When we get closer, there we go. As you can see, I kind of mined in there and decided that's gonna take too long. So, the entire asteroid is surrounded by high-end explosives. So let's see how much damage this is actually going to do. Or if the game engine at this point, remember this is early beta, so this is early access to Space Engineers. So it's not optimized fully. We'll back up a bit. Now I have noticed that explosions won't render if you're too far away. So keep that in mind. All right, let's light this puppy up. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Big sections. Damn near split them in half. Almost made this two separate asteroids. Well, we can't just leave it like this. We gotta finish the job. I think we should finish the job. Large ship. So you gotta start a large ship before you can actually spawn them, and then you can take away the other bits. Let's do this right. See if we can split these apart. And I'm wondering if the explosions, like if physics will take effect on the asteroid. Can I start spinning this asteroid? Let's go down a little bit. Plant a few more explosives. Come on now. There we go. If you hold shift and control, you can actually do these large arcs of building material. Now, there's one thing I noticed, and I really want to know what this is going to control. There's a control panel actually strapped to the mine, to the warhead. Can't use it yet, though. I'm thinking maybe you can do a timer, or you can access it and change how much the yield is for. And that would be pretty cool. And I'm curious if they'll do, if they'll actually add physics to the explosion itself. So maybe you can direct the explosion, you can funnel it in the way that you want using building material. That would help with the mining out tunnels and whatnot. Oh yeah, let's just go crazy with it. Yeesh. Explosives. Because all of life's problems can be solved with the proper application of high explosives. Alright, I think I just went a little crazy with it. Let's make a fuse. Yee! Couple thousand explosives. I think that looks pretty good. Let's see if I can crash this. If the video ends right now, we just broke the game. Beautiful. Still didn't break through though. Still didn't break through. Almost. This section right here. Not bad though. Alright guys, well that is the newest patch for Space Engineers, and I'm gonna keep covering it. I'm really looking forward to the multiplayer. They keep adding all these cool features, but they haven't released or even mentioned multiplayer in a while. So I'm really hoping that's on the way. Alright, well, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and as always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.